Usually I'm in a perch. So, um, that can go different ways. It's either drop fire to you. Now everybody knows where you're at. But then you might have people that are walking around not likely, but that's more of a thought process of now you know where they're at. But to call an AC 130, and if I do that, the first time I did it, I was pinned down, and then God was just like, call in an AC 130, call in an airstrike right now. And then I called in an airstrike, and it was just the entire place is just leveled. And it was, then you walk out, look around. Some dude's limping, or his arm is broke, or something like that. And you're like, yeah, you got hit. You don't say anything, you just investigating for a second, but you're walking around outside. It's kind of God's way of saying, yeah, you can walk outside, everything's safe now. But if when I got pinned down like that, it was air support is a huge thing because that means it's gonna be everybody around you. Once that bomb hits, it's just, and then from there, you're gonna have probably 2 3 days. You be able to walk around and do whatever you want because it's done. And I rarely have ever called that in. I've called it in, and I've been like, I feel sorry for these people, but it's gonna be that way. So here's what's going down, and call it in, and it's, and then to make it permanent, like AC 130s, just gun them down on the ground too. Just get everybody around your entire perimeter. It's like from there, it's a sniper's dream because I've already taken enough shots where people know where I'm at. So then it becomes hostile, and it becomes peace, and it becomes hostile, and it becomes peace. But once I notice certain things, then I'm like, all right. And I'm still like every day, like my own thought process on it is, where's he at? What do you want done? Do you want me to stalk him, or just I can get him right here? I know where he's at. And then walking outside, get up close and personal. How do you want to handle this? There are certain ways that God wants it handled. Certain things, it's like, nah, just take him out. He's gone. And everything's fine. A lot of things God just wants us barely noticeable. But once it comes down to that, yeah. Um, I have never seen him say you're on your own. He's never said that. He said, you're pinned down. Like, this sucks. He said, a lot of things. You have to fight your way out of this. But he's never said, you're on your own. And then he'd be like, all right, here's what I'm teaching you right now. So, how does this feel? It sucks. And call in an airstrike. Call in an airstrike. Now, how does it feel? That's outside the house, because he'd always teach me to keep it as clear as possible. Like, if you don't know the shot you're taking or you don't know what you're doing, then don't do it. Like, stop, figure out why you don't know, and then adjust. Then figure out what you're supposed to do. And then it was, all right, well, take a shower, or I'm pinned down. And the funniest thing, I think Mary will never understand, it was always about her. Like, I would take this entire place in a second. It was always about teaching her. It's like, no, wait for Mary to get here so she can engage in combat. Watch how she does. Oh my gosh. You gave me the dumbest woman that she went right to the devil. Yeah, she did. And then he was teaching me the entire time, like, keep it clean for her. Like, I ran out this entire place. I had the perimeter clean. As soon as she shows up, it changes. So I started equating her to, all right, there's going to be combat. And then she's right in the middle of it, yelling at me. And the enemy is your friends, and they're right behind you. And so you feel a whole different way about things, because it's like when she shows up, the entire perimeter just starts erupting, and you're just by yourself, and it's gonna be hand to hand, or it's gonna be wild, because you have to take into effect her demons are going to go into somebody else, and she's going to go straight to them. It's like you're taking care of a child, and she doesn't listen for shit. So, like, you get her inside, outside of enemy fire. You get her inside, she sits down for a minute, she can't stay there. No matter what you talk to her about, maybe 2 or 3 days, then she goes out and she's right in the middle of it. But she doesn't recognize that is actually what was going on. So it's wild, because it's what God is telling you. This is the war, and all this is going on, and you're trying to protect her and all that. But she has her own mind of how she's going to do things, because she feels she'll be controlled while she's being rescued, but she's in her mind being controlled. And you're just looking at her like, you haven't even fought this war, you don't even know what's going on. I'm just following orders, man. Stay inside. That's all you have to do, right? So you're on a whole different level than she is. And then you watch her, like, you're gonna get yourself shot again. You want a sound mind. You wanted this, and now you're okay. I just told you, I fought this for the last 3 weeks to even get you here. But go ahead. And then she gets lit up, and then she's not understanding where these enemy darts are coming from, or like why she's not able to control her mind. And it's Because you're stupid. It's like, what? I thought you were Archangel Faith or whoever you are. And you're from Portland. And this is outside of Vancouver. What did you... They're always on top of her as soon as she walks outside. Because she... I don't know what she calls her SOSs or whatever. But she goes outside and she's right back with the enemy. And then I walk out and I'm like, can you release her for a second? And then she's looking at me like, you asshole. No, I'm just like, all right, well then deal with them yourself like you have been. All you had to do is stay inside. Let me do things for you. Rest. You can't do that. So I don't think that was a sniper's job, but it was medic. Plus, myself, I'm going through what I'm going through, and she abandons us like a drop of a hat. So it's usually I'm on my own, then she shows up, and she's monetarily better off than we are, but not spiritually. Like the entire team and everything is just, we're doing this, and then what's your problem? But all of the prodigals, same way. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like, if you didn't think it was a war or you didn't think it was going on, but I still don't. Mm. We just look stupid the entire time. All these fucking messages and everything that I've been talking to her. No, this is what that was. And you just look stupid. And then we looked at it. Well, she's working with the devil, obviously. So we pinpointed that, and that's what it was.